Okay, next what I want to do here is we're going to close the compressor. I got what I like, sounds good to me. And next I want to EQ these vocals up. So the EQ goes in front of the compressor. You can see here our send A is the EQ. Okay, because we want to EQ what we have. We don't want to compress something and then EQ. In this case, we're just leveling it out. So that's not really a compressor, it's more like a leveler right now. But a little bit of compression, you saw I just added to it. Now, you'll see it's a 4-band EQ. It's got a low pass, got a low mid filter, a mid filter, and a high mid filter, and a high filter. You know, we're separating the 4 bands here. As you can see, we have these 4 little balls right here, and those is a purple, and then this is like a brown, and this is a green, and this is a blue, and the yellow's right here in the middle. This is the other area right here. So, to help you out with this, we got some stuff here we're going to use. We have this folder, and these folders have different EQ settings that I like to probably use once in a while. This will help you get started, particularly if you're a beginner doing this. Now we're going to go here. This will add more air. My lover. So you see what it does here? We're along this frequency range, and we're about at 14 kilohertz, and the dB is up by about 6 dB for this frequency range. And of course, from the full, it's at about 30.30. So as you can see, it's a nice wide high end. It's going to be more air to the track. We don't need that. I'm not using that for this particular song. And this one will add more presence. See, in the presence range, we're getting more of the high mid frequency. It's going to be about 5 kilohertz up by 6 dB. Okay, and the Q here, as you can see here, is set to 0.30. So we can, like the Q here, actually, see that it's sort of like, why does that range of this 5 kilohertz frequency? So it makes it into like a mountain. Here I can just get that one frequency, but no, we're trying to get this overall frequency. See, right about there, and we're going to widen it enough like this. That's what the Q does. So we're queuing into this frequency and sort of making it pretty much, as you can see here, it's going to be pretty wide, right? So this whole little like mountain here, this little hill is where this is at. This is going to add more presence. It's going to add more of the mid highs into the track. High mid rather. My lover. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now here's clear. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back over here and I'm gonna mute the drums. We'll turn them off and now we'll play it. My lover. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It feels just like a dream, the way we met, so it seems. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, I'm gonna check something else out here. We're gonna try, this is thickness. Now here in thickness, you can see it adds the low mid frequency. Remember, about 450 hertz. And the same Q, about 30, you see right there. See that? And it's only going to gain it by about 3 dB. So I'm just going to make it thicker only because it's adding more bottom to the vocal. My lover, whoa, whoa, whoa. That makes it it's much more muffled. Hear that? You can hear more of that background headphone set. You can hear it more now because there's probably a lot of low frequency in the headphone set for the mix. And it's bringing out more with this thickness EQ. We're not going to use this, of course, obviously. What I'd like to though check out, we've got this female EQ. See this? And this is a pretty good EQ I have to use now and then because we have these 3 different settings. You can see right here, we've got this low end knocked out pretty good here. We're not going to go past a certain point. See that? And here, we've reduced some of the low mid frequency. That's reduced by about 1.8 dB. Now here she has a pretty much a little bassier voice, you know, so I'm going to bring it down a little more. Right about there. And here, in the frequency, the Q, as you can see, is a pretty small, really small Q, so I like it like that. I mean, widen a little bit. And then we have the high mid. It's about 3 kilohertz and up by 1 dB. Now let's hear it back one more time. My lover, whoa, whoa, whoa. It feels just like a dream, the way we met, so it seems. I never even felt the way I feel now back then. So it's giving us more of this nice, airy feel. We get a little more of the mid-highs, and she's starting to sound like a little girl again. And that's because we have lowered that bottom end out of there, totally eliminated. We're not even going to keep it in there, as you can see. And that ball's no longer red. See that? That is now gray. Okay, so that frequency is totally gone. And what we're doing, we're just having this one right here, the mid, the high mid, and we just flatten right out here right about 10K. And this is a good EQ setting. Now I'll play it back one more time to get a little more idea about what I want to do here. I like the way that sounded. I want to probably get this cue a little different here. Just to bring it down a little bit more, a little bit of psst. Let's get rid of that. Let's go here now.
My lover, whoa, whoa, whoa. It feels just like a dream, the way we met, so it seems. I never even felt the way I feel now back then. It's quite surprising. I found your eyes mesmerizing. Your body hypnotizing. My interest peaked, slowly rising.
Okay, good. So we have the nice little feel there going on. And I want to do one more thing. I want to probably move the frequency up a little bit more from where it's at now and get to right about here. Yeah. And you can see here, we add a little more of the bottom end here. I'm going to pull that out some. So I don't need too much of the low mids there at all. But listening back to it, hearing the end of it, it sounded as though she was just up a little bit more. So we reduce it, must reduce it a little bit more now. I'm going to go down to about, yeah, minus 3 dB, or 2.9 is even better.
My lover, whoa, whoa, whoa.
That sounds much better. Because now we don't have much of that bass in her voice. But girls don't need any bass in her voice generally, you know. You want to make a girl sound like a girl. Even a woman. You want to make her have that almost girl-like quality in her voice when she's singing. So that when she's singing and it's level and it's perfect, no matter what you do, a club mix, whatever behind it, that vocal sits up and stands right there in your face. It's important.